Hi you guys, today we're going to be talking about two-step equations. So let's actually go over the steps on how to solve a two-step equation before we actually start doing it algebraically. So we're just going to write the steps to solving two-step equations. Alright, so these are our steps. Our step number 1, you are going to move numbers away from the variable by adding or subtracting first. Move numbers away from the variable by adding or subtracting. Okay, so that's our number 1 step, and then our second step that we are going to do is divide. And once we divide, then we will have our solution. So let's actually go over an example. So I'm going to go ahead and write out our first example, number 1, and we are going to solve 2x minus 3, which equals 9. So if we look at our first step, it says move numbers away from the variable by adding or subtracting. Well, which side is my variable on? It happens to be this side. Well, the number I only get to add or subtract is the one that's not touching the x. So I have to move this negative 3 here. Since it's a negative 3, the inverse operation of subtraction, or a negative, is a positive. So we are now going to add 3 to both sides. Now I'm left with 2x because negative 3 plus 3, if you see that you have 3 positives that we just added to 3 negatives, remember these actually cancel each other out, creating a 2x left over on that left-hand side. Now we're going to add 9 and 3, so we have 12. And then our second step tells us to now divide. The number that's being multiplied by x is 2, so in order to get rid of multiplication, we now divide by the number being multiplied by x. Now our final solution that we have here, 2 divided by 2 is just 1. Well, 1 times x, I don't know if you guys have ever noticed that, 1 times x is actually just x, like anything else times 1. So then 12 divided by 2 is 6, but we don't typically see that 1 there, so I'm just going to rewrite our final answer without the 1 because 1 times x is x. And that's our final solution. Let's go ahead and do one more example. And that example is going to be 5 equals negative 4 plus 3x. So our very first step, again, we see which side the variable is on. This time it is on the right side. And I want to choose the number that is not next to the x, which happens to be this negative 4. So again, since it's a negative 4, I'm going to be adding 4 to both sides. Again, the inverse operation of subtraction is addition. On this left-hand side, I have 9. A negative 4 plus positive 4, those end up canceling out, and I'm left with a positive 3x on this right side. Our second step is to now divide. I'm now going to divide whatever x is being multiplied by. X is being multiplied by a 3, so I have to do a division of 3. So 3 divided by 3 is just our 1 again, and now I'm left with the x on that right-hand side, and then 9 divided by 3 is 3. I know a lot of your teachers taught you guys I would be okay with this solution. I know a lot of your teachers told you guys to swap it and use your x equals 3, and now we know the actual wording for that operation, which is called the symmetric property. And again, you guys don't have to write that. I just wanted to let you know that I will accept either way as your answer. Alright, you guys, I will see you in class. Thanks.